Hallucinating Love by Maribou State. And this was Karl's pick. So over to you.
Yeah, so bit of background to this one. So Maribou State, electronic duo of Chris Davids and Liam Ivory, a band that I discovered many moons ago through Ministry of Sound Chilled collection back in the day. If you remember that, if you remember those. But yeah, they really came. That was like my first kind of introduction to them. But they really came invested in them off the back of their amazing second album, Kingdom in Colour. One of my favorite records of 2018. Obviously, I mentioned it when we reviewed Barry Can't Swim's album. And yeah, they also headlined Lost Village kind of around that album coming out too. Fantastic headline set. And although, yeah, they're not the same genre, but I find they're very similar, certainly in their vibe, to Bombay Bicycle Club for me. Just really uplifting, jubilant music. They've got all these like globally influenced like sounds kind of seeping through. And it's just that music that's kind of tailor-made for summer festival season. So my only concern was it was coming out in January, but yeah, I think it was last year that they announced that this third album was finished, and yeah, they were due to headline Lost Village once again. But then I think it was in kind of April, May time, Chris Davids released a statement sort of telling fans that, you know, for a couple of years he had been living with this rare brain condition, which was causing all these like debilitating headaches and insomnia, and that, you know, it had gotten so bad that he had to undergo brain surgery for the condition I think it was the back end of 2023. So yeah, naturally, you know, in that statement they announced, you know, recovery was taking longer than expected, and then live shows would have to be cancelled. And yeah, the album release was being postponed until basically he was able to fully commit to the band again. So safe to say, yeah, this one, Hallucinating Love, arrives, and it's one that's been built in a real time of what sounds like, you know, pain, uncertainty, turmoil for the band. But it's one of those that listening to it, you probably wouldn't know it. I think like its predecessor, it's, you know, it's vibrant, it's optimistic. It's a record that's just like so full of life and just a joy to listen to. There's not really a bad moment on here. You know, they link up once again with vocalist Holly Walker, who again comes out with some of the best moments. Other Side, which was, you know, my favorite of the pre-release singles. It's got that great guitar groove just running through it. Black Oak, another of the singles, opens the record here. It's got those wonderful strings, and yeah, hands down my favorite track would then be Peace Talk, where just the arrangement of that song, I could listen to those strings all day quite happily, and then Holly's voice on a loop just over the top of it. And then all those other like sonic flourishes that come in. There's a great guitar solo towards the back end of the track. I think that song alone is probably one of my favorites of the year so far. Just an amazing song. And then the instrumental that follows as well, Passing Clouds, is like a real nice kind of, almost like an aftermath of that song. Just again, subtle strings and then this piano arrangement. And yeah, that's just what stands out. It's one of those records that's hard to do it justice. It's just, you know, the arrangements that they put forward are just really beautiful to listen to. All the different textures that kind of like fly around your ears. Just, yeah, really soulful and just a joy to experience for me. So yeah, as a fan of Kingdoms in Colour, this is basically Kingdoms in Colour 2. You know, similar textures, similar feeling, similar collaborators. I'd say that's maybe the only one downside to the record for me, is that it is kind of, they're given the same again, but I think if you love that record as much as I did, then you'll be very happy with this one as well. So yeah, great record and some real high points in the likes of Other Side of Peace Talk for me.
So Kylie, what did you make of Hallucinating Love?
I absolutely love this record. I think it was the rare time. How many singles were there? 5 before it came out? I want to say.
So. I only listened to a couple, but I know.
Yeah,
it was half the album probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just all of them were fantastic. So I was definitely in the darkness looking forward to this one. And yeah, I mean, it's a longtime lover of down tempo and their last record. It hits all the warm fuzzy feelings that you need. Again, just I think we've got a lot of the same notes on this one. Holly Walker, again, those tracks that she is on, she really just takes it to the next level. And building towards Peace Talk and Passing Clouds, I agree that it is, a lot of what you expected from Maribou State. But I would love like even just an EP that's more of just Passing Clouds and, the chiller side of things. Just every time that track comes on, it kind of just catches you off guard with the stop and the stillness to these big soundscapes that came before it. Echoes is the only one on there that I'm still trying to come around to. I can't quite figure out what's not jumping out to me on that one, but I think Rolling Stone is a excellent closer. And yeah, just the way January has gone, this has been a much needed record, and I'm thankful that we have it. Very, very good.
So yeah, I'm going to be the outlier here. So yeah, I think some good moments. One of my Holly Walker is the thing which I agree with you both on, that I think she is the singer on this record who brings the best vocals. Because I find that the vocals in general on this record are one of the things which brings it down from what's generally good music. And I'd wish there was more. Maybe they should just do one with Holly Walker throughout. But yeah, there's some good tracks on here. I mean, Passing Clouds, I'm also in agreement with. Really like that one. I liked Echoes. If that's, is it EKO''S? So it might be Echoes. It might be Ecos. I don't know. We need to look into that. But yeah, thought it was a bit Springsteen Born to Run with its xylophone in that one. Agree that at the beginning, Black Oak and Otherwise is a very, very strong start, and also the third track as well. And that one as well, it's got, I guess it's 2, remember? It's like 2 eyes, which is the kind of Roman numeral style. So rather, I imagine it's that rather than Il, but as in Il Duce or something. So, but for that one, quite hushed but catchy. Some old school synth, piano, jazz music. So yeah, I think those ones, sort of the 4 or 5 were the ones I really enjoyed. And then I felt on some of the other ones, they're just, I kind of felt like an All I Need with Andrea Triana. It was like the vocals were recorded in an echoey room. It just didn't quite work for me on that side. Also Bloom with Guida. I really didn't like her vocals, to be honest. So yeah, it just felt like from that side of things, it kind of brought down the overall kind of quality of the music, which was a bit of a shame, because when paired with a strong singer, you've got very, very good music in general here. So that's kind of where I landed really, and I'm probably more on 4 or 5 of the tracks being ones I want to come back to, and the rest not being overly fussed about. So yeah, that's I suppose more favourable. Well, we'll find out at the end, won't we? But more favourable than I think than our first review there for Maribou State.